Hello everybody, welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan. Today's video is another what I eat in a day video where basically I show you guys everything I ate on one particular day. So I hope you guys are ready. Let's get started. Pretty much every single morning I start off by making a drink, and it is almost always going to be coffee. Yes, I am a full-on coffee addict, and this time I am making some iced coffee, and I'm actually using this super cool handy dandy device, and it is called Drippo. So this is a cold brew portable iced coffee maker, which means you can literally make coffee and drink out of the same bottle, and you can also take this bottle with you wherever you go. This means you can actually make coffee while you're on the go. How awesome is this? Okay, and plus it is so easy to use, and right now I'm just following the instructions on how to make this coffee. They come with this filter here, and I am just making it, following the instructions. Super easy to use. This is a slow drip coffee maker, meaning that it does take a long time to make the coffee. So that is what makes the coffee super rich and very flavorful, okay? So you have to be a little bit patient, okay? So if you are a coffee enthusiast and a coffee addict like myself, and you guys want to try out this super cool handy dandy device, also known as Drippo, then check out the link down below. It will be in the description box. So while I am patiently waiting for my coffee to be beautifully made, I am just making myself some lemon water to drink while I do some work. So yeah, I generally like to eat breakfast later on in the morning, usually around 10:30 or 11 o'clock. So now it is time for breakfast, and I decided to make some French toast, okay? So I don't know where that accent came from, but anyways, I am making some French toast. This recipe will be in my upcoming ebook, but if you guys are interested in a French toast recipe right away, I do have a video on a different French toast recipe that is really good as well. So yeah, I'll leave a link to that down below, but yeah, I am using a different recipe for this one, and yeah, okay, you're just gonna have to wait for the ebook. I just topped the French toast with some strawberries and some cantaloupe, and of course I am going to later on drizzle it with some maple syrup. And at this point your coffee should be done, or my coffee is done, and that is what it looks like. It's so cool. And then now you can kind of, you know, reassemble it so that now it becomes basically a coffee mug. How awesome is this? Can we just talk about this? Okay, so that is how it is done. Now I'm going to enjoy my French toast and drink my delicious iced coffee. As a snack, I'm just having a few pieces of fruit. I didn't eat all of that. I just ate a few pieces out of that container, and now it's time to make lunch. Now I am actually going to press some firm tofu. I'm just using like a pot. How do you guys press your tofu? Okay, I normally don't press tofu because I'm too lazy, but this time I decided to. I am just mixing some sriracha and some barbecue sauce. That's gonna be the sauce. And then I'm just gonna pan fry it with a little bit of oil. This is my preferred method of cooking tofu. You can bake it if you want. I am just putting some salt on top. And then here's a little shot of Minnie. Hi, Minnie. Hi. So normally I try to fry it on each side for probably 5 minutes until it's golden brown. Okay, it depends on how crispy you want it. This isn't super crispy, but you can make it more crispy if you want, okay? And then I'm just going to pour the sauce on top. Now I don't even know if this is the best method, but that's what I did. I got too lazy and I just poured the sauce on top, and it was still very good. And then I'm just having some tofu with a side of brown rice, and then I'm also having some kkakdugi, which is another type of kimchi, and I'm also having some of this Korean style seaweed soup with some enoki mushrooms. This is called miyeokguk, and yeah, look how delicious. So yeah, kkakdugi is basically a different type of kimchi made from radishes. This is moving too fast. Anyways, now I'm gonna have some tea. Okay, lunch is finished, and I am finishing off with a little bit of, I think this is Chinese green tea. I don't really know, but it's really good. So I'm just gonna make some of that and my handy dandy tea maker device. What? then I am also having this peanut butter oat cookie as a snack. This will be again in my ebook and it is amazing. You do not want to miss this. Now it is time for my dinner, and for dinner I decided to make this Korean fermented soybean stew. This is Dwenjang jjigae, aka Korean fermented soybean stew, and I have made a video on this before, I believe, but I don't think I made the traditional method. I think I did a lazy method, even though this method is pretty much lazy as well. So basically what you need to make this delicious soup is this fermented soybean paste, which you should be able to find in a Korean supermarket or an Asian supermarket. Now look for these ingredients, guys. That's what you want. You kind of want something that looks kind of like poo, you know, but it's good. Okay, so now I have these vegetables chopped already. I have some radishes, I've got some onions, I've got some zucchini, and also mushrooms. Okay, now I'm not using too many vegetables because you've seen the pot, it's not that big, so obviously you want to use as much as, I don't know, your pot can fit, you know. And the secret is using kelp powder. I recently discovered kelp powder and it is amazing, especially when you want to flavor your soups and stews and give it a more seafoody like flavor. It definitely does that, and you don't have to go through the trouble of actually, like, I don't know, making kelp broth, because you can just put in the powder. Anyways, this is literally just water, the vegetables, kelp powder, and some of that soybean paste that I just put in right there. Now I don't measure any of this, I just add a little bit of soybean paste, and if I feel that I need more, then I add a little bit more. I would add a little at a time and add on. Now I'm also adding here some Gochugaru, which is Korean red pepper flakes. Now instead of Gochugaru, you can also add Gochujang, which is red pepper paste, or you can just skip this step if you don't like spicy. But I do recommend adding Gochugaru or gochujang if you like spicy food. It is so good. Okay, so now you're just gonna let it come to a boil, and it should look something like this at the end. And I did add some tofu and stuff in there, as well as some baby corn, and yeah, so good. It should have kind of this type of color. Oh my god, my mouth is literally watering. Now I forgot to show you guys, but I did have this with rice, which is the normal way of eating this. So I would have this with like a bowl of rice and maybe a few other side dishes, which is what I had. But this was the main star of the meal. You know what I'm saying? This is like traditional Korean food. So you need to try this if you enjoy Korean food. Anyways, that is it for this what I eat in a day. All the information that you'll need will be in the description box down below, so please refer to that, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.